everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Good Guys Show. I'm Tony, he's Jeremy, and we're here for another hour-long episode of mild entertainment. What's so funny?
It's just, it's so dumb. Like, usually when we're like at your table, we hear like music and we kind of had some food and
It's a different environment.
I know. I mean, shout out Wyandotte Connects cable. We are your up, down, around town, not an LSD, lack thereof. Shout out Carolyn Sotheby right there. So yeah, guys, that's right. Tony just said a bunch of stuff, and we're here.
Wasn't a bunch.
We're here. I put on a shirt.
Look at you, all fancy.
Don't think I did it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. It's a warm cotton shirt. I'm wearing shorts, as you can see, a little knee action. Hey, listen, don't shoot those knees. These knees aren't free. All right. Listen, guys. Listen, it's been a rough one.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week. We've had the Wyandotte Street Art Fair, and
it's been a long month.
It's been a long month. It's been a lot of work. And for those of you who don't know, you're like, here's okay. First of all, I'm gonna hit on gripe number one.
Gripe number one, okay.
90s music, by the way. 90s music.
Why? What's your gripe with 90s music?
We have a very intelligent young man here. I'm not gonna shout out any 90s music. They say I'll bring some 90s music. Do you know when people do that? They're like, I'm gonna bring some. Oh, hey, do you like 80s music? Do you like 90s music? Do you like 70s music? There were different, multiple genres. We're not talking like 1895 when like
there is music though from each era that can be identified as that era's music.
Okay, but I say 80s music. What do you go to right away?
If I say 80s music?
If I say 80s music, hey Tony, I'm gonna bring some 80s music. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of Wham.
All right.
Who else? Cyndi Lauper.
You're not thinking of Cinderella?
I don't.
One of your favorite bands. You're not thinking.
Yeah, but when I think 80s music, that's what I think of. If you say like hair metal, yeah, I'm gonna think Cinderella.
So are you saying that the bars have ruined it for everybody with like, hey, it's 80s night? It's like
I think they've kind of worked themselves into a niche. There's certain music fits into a certain niche category.
They've made the 80s in a strange marketable thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
they do
okay, fine.
everything.
Then
70? You think 70s music? You think disco?
No,
You don't think
Black Sabbath?
I mean, that's what I listen to when I'm listening to the 70s music.
No, immediately I'm thinking like how rock and roll was weird and like all the you know what?
It's like stereotypes for
Right.
music.
Right. It's like being Canadian and being nice.
Right. Exactly.
Which I can be, but also
you are though.
go screw yourself. Well, yeah, but also
You say go screw yourself, but
I will.
how often are you mean to somebody?
I will.
Never.
I will help you.
You're never mean to anybody.
I will pull over and help you change a tire.
Exactly.
Do you wish that you had Canadians that night?
I would have been great if I had a Canadian
Tony
last
told
night.
his story. We like to share. Tony told a story.
I got a flat tire last
Flat
night
tire.
on I-75, and it was just a miserable experience.
What is it with society these days? How many cars passed you?
We weren't on the side of the road. We got off the highway and got into a gas station,
Okay.
and there we were ignored.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. Like you and I could literally. Well, maybe not you and I, but
Who's going to stop and help two men change a tire? You would think two men could change the tire.
did anybody even ask you? Hey, you guys
nobody
cool?
asked.
I mean,
us.
why not? Like, why? What's wrong with the world today where you just can't be like, hey, is everything cool? You guys cool? What if you had nothing? What if all you had was like just what if you bust your tire a week before?
It would have been nice if somebody came in and
just make
offered
sure.
to help.
Hey, can I get you guys
especially somebody who knew how to get the damn tire out of the back of the car.
I tell you what. That's why. Will I say society's doomed? Probably. Will I say it on this show? No.
I will.
However, you know, and like, but really, you know, where has humanity gone? People make fun of like that whole existential idea, or they want to like compartmentalize everything into being a certain way. Whereas, like, why can't we just need to think bigger and be a little more considerate and just I don't know what's the fear? Everyone's scared. What are we scared about?
Because there's a lot of bad stuff out there.
Is there really a lot of bad stuff out there?
Yeah.
Look, we're
You hear all the time. Somebody tries to help a homeless guy stabs him.
when has a homeless?
I just heard a story about a guy who took
Heard
a
a
homeless guy into
story.
his house to try to help him, and the guy murdered him.
Out of the thousands of homeless people, one guy got stabbed. You know what?
But are you going to take a chance on some guy who could be mentally ill, bringing him into your home?
Insert right there, Abba's. If you change your, take a chance on me, right there, Joel. Joel, how you doing, man? We got the cameras in there. Joel's giving a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. There we
Look
go.
at that. Joel's giving a thumbs up. Look at him. Joel, you got new glasses yet? Come on, Joel.
No new glasses.
But he did get
He did get an eye exam.
Did you get?
So maybe
he
new
did.
maybe new glasses are in the future.
Yeah. So I guess you know, sorry, sort of start off so disjointed with your
We're
Facebook,
never ever going to leave that alone.
with your Facebook comments. Yeah, you know what? It is a All right, so let's go back. So Art Fair. Art Fair 23. I'd like to give just a congratulations to all those that made it happen. And I would like to say that I look forward to how much we're going to improve together.
Did it seem to you like there was a lot more vendors this year?
It was packed. It was a lot more packed.
I mean, never have the tents been so close together.
It was a little more
since
packed.
I've been doing
it was a little more packed. A lot more vendors. A lot more artists. A lot more rain.
Yeah, this is the first time we had rain on 3 days.
How
for
many
me.
people do you think are going to blame Wyandotte for the rain? I mean, I will.
Oh, it's Wyandotte's fault. They should have planned better.
They should have
and
planned
not had
better.
the rain come.
How many? So it was the 67?
60. Was it 67?
Third?
Let's see.
Can we get a count on that? Oh, we got the Wyandotte right there. Can we get a Joel? We know what year the art fair was. Was that 63?
What number?
67?
62nd. I just looked it up. 62nd.
62nd. There you look at that. Good old fair right there. Gallery right in the background. The old school, old awning. People walking down. Shaved ice. Yeah. Oh, look
That is
at
a
that!
blast from the
Look at that
past.
handsome
That's
guy.
not this year.
Oh, that's not this year.
But I found that online, so I had to dig it out.
The worst. Back when you could take a bunch of found wood and just screw it all together and put art on it.
Kind of like what you did this year.
That's what I did this year. Except instead of me being an idiot and painting, I put on like really nice artwork. We had a beautiful River's Edge Gallery had a really nice tent out front. We had 4 artists we were showing, and it was really cool. It was cool, and it was cool for people to walk in and see, to see different art, And I look forward to seeing the more artists show up, but I'm hoping that the people who come out for the art fair aren't just looking for something to do,
It's nice when people come to the art fair to actually look for art,
to actually look
not
for
just
art,
to wander around the
or
streets.
just to like have a cultural experience, not just be like, oh yeah, I have to get out of the house. That's the worst when someone walks into the art gallery, and they're like, oh, I'm just killing time. Well, you know what? I can't say what I'd like to say, but
I didn't get to wander around much this year. Did you do any?
Yes,
perusing of the fair?
I wandered from the gallery to the coffee lounge multiple times to get espresso. I got very little sleep. Pat Slack,
Which is par for the course for you during street fair.
part of the course. People think That's what I guess what I was trying to say. People think, oh wow, art. Oh man, that must be so much fun, or wow, what? Just do what you love. Well, yeah, sure, you do what you love, but also with that comes work.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of added pressure with doing what you love
yeah,
because you got to make what you love pay the bills.
right. And I don't, do what you love, and you won't work a day in your life. Well,
That's not true.
It's kind of a lot
That's
of
far from true.
It's a lot of hogwash. I mean, I don't work for anybody that I don't like. I'm my own boss. But you do have to do the things. Joel, is that a direct command from? Or was that? Do you see me? Is it? Can you hear it when I do that?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I apologize. I tap on the desk too much, and maybe we should hook up a charity. A local charity.
Yeah.
When I tap on the desk.
We put money in a jar.
Well,
every
the
time we
people at
tap on
home,
the
I
desk.
think, the people.
Oh,
How
we
many
get people to pledge?
people that pledge?
They pledge like a quarter every time you tap on the desk.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year or the end of the whatever, that money goes
Right.
to a local
Hey,
charity.
do we have anyone signed up for a dating game yet, there, Joel? No, no one signed up yet, eh? Why can't we hear you, Joel? Is that the next step? Number one, we got the camera. Number two, we're gonna have. Should I look? I don't want to see. I don't want to look. I want to look at the screen where I can see Joel. But that's fine. Okay. Well, that's disjointed and so yeah. So did you? So I no, I did not have time to walk around and check out the fair. But I know that there was a lot of good art this year. A lot of people talking. And unfortunately, a lot of people really excited about the street fair food. People love the street fair food.
Well, you got to eat. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna.
I like one of my favorite things at the street fair is getting a corn dog every year. It's the only time I get a corn dog.
Was it a $17 corn dog?
It was a $7 corn dog.
What? Was it like a magic? Did they batter it
disappeared.
themselves?
I
Did
can tell you that.
they batter it themselves or?
Yeah, I guess they batter themselves, and I don't know what they do. I just know it's good.
Shout out this year to probably the most magical food I thought was a $17 turkey leg.
I didn't see anybody with a turkey leg.
It happens every year. It's a turkey leg. I don't understand this American turkey leg as a traditional food for the holidays. It's dry. I don't get it.
It's not. It's dry if you cook it wrong.
Oh, okay.
My turkey, when I cook turkey, it's not dry.
Well, you're an amazing cook. This turkey leg was $17, dude.
That's a lot of money for a turkey leg.
It's a turkey leg. It's $17. What does a butterball cost, bro?
Well, there was somebody was selling Italian sausages for $10.
I don't. So it's not like you can't leave the fair. Like the restaurants are probably cheaper.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, which brings me to the next thing about people complaining about the art fair. Where's the bands? What's going on with the music? Shout out Brickhouse. Shout out Granddads. High Summit Granddads on Sycamore did a phenomenal job. Just a great job doing having live music. Brickhouse had some great bands, but Sycamore, at nighttime, Paul was spinning some records. There was a great setup there. It was super cool. It was really great to see these guys step up and bring some live entertainment, which is sort of what I think is the people in the past were complaining about. Particularly one council member was bringing it up for some reason. And I've never seen him inside the gallery, by the way. So, bro, if you're, you know who you are, complaining and bringing up all the noise. Have you been to the gallery? Give me a call. I'd love to give you a tour of the gallery and share what art's all about instead of, hearing mega 80s play over and over.
I for one do not miss the beer tents.
It is nice, right? People are walking around. They're doing the social district. They've got their things, and they're not getting. They're not.
I since they got rid of the beer tent, I have had no encounter with drunks.
And it's wild.
At the end of the night, I always had to deal with drunks.
It's like you have to go to a business. You have to go to a restaurant bar, and get yourself a beer, and you walk around with it, and it's great. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's what. So I don't know. It's the whole system's working out. I don't know what this deal with if they need immediate gratification or what the deal is, but everything's working out. Things take time, and I think soon the Wyandotte Street Art Fair will become not just the saying won't be the second largest art fair, which let's be honest. I know a lot of guys in this world that say size doesn't matter. And it's like it's quality, not quantity. So let's be better. Let's have good stuff. Let's have good food, good entertainment, quality artwork. And
I think we had a lot of that this
we
year.
we did, and it's getting better and better and better. But still, people that still complain about, well, what was there this year? And you know who you are. I'm looking at you. Can you believe there wasn't did you go and buy a piece of art off someone you liked? Or did you just walk by, I'm not paying, and you went on immediately the same night, had too many shots of whatever you drink, and went on Amazon and bought some piece of garbage from China. Like, let's reconsider our actions. Let's think about what we're doing, and just quit complaining. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, and you know who you are. So, part of this disjointed. All right, well, let's get out. You want to get into some art stuff?
Let's talk about some art stuff.
Let's
Do you got some art stuff to talk about?
I'm gonna find some right now. But in the meantime,
God forbid we do prep.
In the meantime, I really gotta know Joel. Oh, Joel! No, I want to see his face.
There he is.
There he is. Joel. Look at this. When are we doing? When are we getting the new glasses, dude? What's happening? We can't hear you.
Yeah, night test.
Okay.
Glasses should be here in the next couple days.
All right.
Next couple days.
Next episode, we should see Joel with new glasses.
Wow.
This is exciting.
That's gonna be a
This
day.
is exciting.
Are we gonna go? We're gonna do a glass party. We're gonna go out afterwards. I'm gonna buy everyone a drink. We're gonna go out. First round's on me. We're gonna go.
We're gonna celebrate Joel's new glasses.
Joel, you have no idea how excited that makes me. This man for the past. Joel, what was it? Was it the good guys that inspired you to get new glasses, or was it just maybe time?
He got tired of falling off his face.
So the gooder guys. The gooder guys inspired him. That's good. Okay, so you got tired of falling off his face. Because they can't hear you. They can't hear Joel. We can hear you.
We got a camera in the box. Now next we got to get a speaker so that this way he can communicate with us better.
That's true. No, see, we can't hear you. We can't hear these guys up front here. These kitty patooties up here. We can only see Joel. But it's okay. Everything's great. I'm glad. Congratulations, Joel. I'm glad. With changing diapers, I'm sure it's got to be. Do you still change your diapers, Joel? Yeah, he's changed diapers.
Here's to Joel's new glasses.
Here's to Joel's new glasses. Congratulations, Joel. All right. Well,
of course, the slow internet that didn't come out.
We're gonna jump on here. Well, you know what? Let's just jump to. So last show we had Fell 3,000 feet.
We had Fell 3,000 feet.
What a great guy. Super nice dude, chill, been at the game for a long time, and man, he is really doing well with that mural. We got there we go. That's the beginning. That's the first shot of the mural. Look at that fun little figure, as if the guy knows what he's doing, eh? Look at that good photograph. There we go. So that's the and even more today.
And there's more progress now. I saw it today, and it was.
Yeah. So it's gonna be really great. It's gonna be lots of fun, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the people
Complain.
sing how great it is, but also, Tony? Why is it that sometimes it's cool to hear people complain, like just to hear?
It's I think people are just so resistant to anything different. It's
Sure.
just like with the art fair.
Sure.
And the beer tent.
Right.
When they talked about getting rid of the beer tent for the social district, it's, well, we always had the beer tent. Well, just because we've always had something doesn't mean we always have to have it.
Right. Right.
Things change.
Right.
And the mural is something that is going to help beautify the city.
Sure. Also, I'm grateful that it doesn't happen on Sunday because I know a lot of people in town traditionally don't like it because they like to go to church on Sunday. So,
You like the what doesn't happen on Sunday?
well,
the street
the
fair?
art fair historically, I believe the art fair happens Wednesday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Because how a lot of people like to go to church, a lot of the people go to church on Sundays. So that's good.
That's changing too.
That's I don't know if you can tell by the facetiousness in my let's see here, guys. Okay, so that mural is really doing well, and if you want to check out the last show that where Fell talks about that mural and the history of it and what's happening with it, it's gonna be great, lots of fun.
That episode will be going up on YouTube shortly. Our
Right.
first 2 episodes are up on YouTube,
Ah.
so you can check them out at your leisure.
Oh.
But the Fell episode will be going up soon.
I think it's cool too that that the city's actually connected with the DIA, the Detroit Institute of Arts.
That's what DIA stands for?
Yes, the Detroit Institute of Arts, pretty much the quintessential art institute of Metro Detroit. For those of you who don't know, if you've never been to the DIA, you should go. Also, you pay your taxes; it's part of the millage. Take your license; you should be able to get in for free. So take your kids on Sunday after church. If you know what I mean. All right. So, dude, there was on Hyperallergic. There was a thing that said about Jay-Z, but I don't know what is going on. Why am I so tired? I'm tired. Are we both tired? We're both tired.
I'm on 4 hours of sleep. I don't know about you.
Well, because you're changing the tire for.
Because I was changing the tire at freaking 1:30 in the morning.
So did lack of changing a tire make you feel like less of a man?
I didn't feel like less of a man. I was very frustrated because the last time I had to change a tire was on a 1978 Chevy Malibu. So it's been quite a long time since I've had to change a tire, and I did that in 20 minutes. The jack went into the bumper. You hoisted the car.
Right.
You took the tire off. You put, the tire was right there in the trunk.
Right.
I haven't had to change a tire in forever.
They don't put.
It's so frustrating now.
They don't put tires in cars anymore because of the weight.
The tire was in the car. It's underneath.
Well, I
and
mean,
you gotta
in
crank
a
it
truck,
down and
but
lower it.
a lot of cars now they won't put tires in cars because of the weight, because of gas mileage throughout the year. They say it's cheaper.
That's horseshit. I want a full-size spare. That's what I want. I want a full-size spare, and I want it easily accessible.
You're willing to pay the extra
Yes.
mileage?
Yes.
All right.
I'm all about convenience.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Tony wants a full-size
Convenience
tire.
adds to the well-being of my mental health. That's what I'm
Wow.
looking for. Yes.
That is a bold statement. Can you imagine if if all of life was just that simple, where it was like, I just want a full-size tire to be able to change at my leisure.
Full-size spare.
That's a part of
Do
my
that.
mental health.
Yeah.
That's a part of the process. Not like, hey, peace on earth, or
Nope.
be nice to each other. No, just I want a
full-size
tire, a full-size spare to change. I want the matching rim as well. I want a 5th rim that matches, not this silly little.
That would be perfect if it was an exact tire that's on your car.
That's what used
so
to
this way you
happen.
could put it on, and then when you get this flat fixed, you put the fixed tire back in the car.
That's
You don't have to switch them out.
that's what used to happen. We're talking
That's utopia.
utopia. So we're talking early 2000s.
Right.
Spice Girls. Spice Girls. When the Spice Girls came out with a hit song, that's Tony wants to go back to girl power. That's what he's saying. Okay, so you know what? I don't really care. Jay-Z's been in the news a lot lately. Basquiat, Jean-Michel Basquiat's been in the news a lot lately. I don't know what's going on or why.
Is it because they have the same hairstyle?
Well, that's because Jay-Z is trying to. I don't know. Jay-Z is trying to look like a very attractive, hip, young artist, heroin addict who dated Madonna, I guess. I don't know. Well, okay. Well, heroin addict's a bit. He did, but
isn't that what killed him?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
it's fair. It's a fair statement.
Story checks out. But why? I want to know why these guys are throwing me off. I don't know why I'm going with these guys as like the litmus test of what we're saying. Offending you, by the way, really? Okay. Yeah. No, but it is strange. It is strange the how certain popular things. I mean, people never liked his art. Now they like the art. It's because
Basquiat?
Yeah.
It's everybody. It's the old adage: when somebody dies, all of a sudden they're, great.
He died in the 80s, though.
I know, but nobody wanted anything to do with him when he was alive, and now he's dead. That's not true. Because he was pretty popular when he was alive.
He was popular, yeah. When Madonna dated him.
But he's more popular now.
Well, it is wild. I mean, I don't know why is Renee Magritte? Renee Magritte just released something from that they hid away back in like
I have no idea who that is.
Renee Magritte is Cecily Peasant Peep.
The who?
His one painting is called Ceci n'est pas un pipe. We don't have an image of that, but what that is, it's a painting, or it's a really well done illustration of a pipe, of a smoking pipe.
Okay.
Not a bong, you potheads out there. You pothead. What's demographic? Grandma, whatever. But it was a pipe, and it just said Ceci n'est pas un pipe, which for French. In French means this is not a pipe. However, it's an illustration of a pipe. It's beautifully. You can obviously tell it's a pipe, but he's saying it's not a pipe. Some people will know that. Most people will know him for his surrealism, where it was the man with the bowler hat with the apple in front of the face.
Okay, I know that painting. Yeah,
yeah, sure. So, he was a very important artist. Anyways, he did a piece. It was hidden away for many, many years. It just came out, and I think it sold for like 30 or 40, $50 million. So
a couple of shekels.
Which, man, can you imagine if everything just had a limit of how much things were?
Well, then what's the point?
What do you mean, what's the point?
If you put a limit on the value of something,
then you just work, and you just this might be a little bit on the pinko side, a little bit of the communist, but can you imagine if you just worked because you liked it, or you liked the job, or you wanted to be a part of society, and this does sound communist, but I'm not.
There are lots of people who do that, who work even though they don't need to. Even in art, look at. I mean, we bash him a lot, but Damien Hirst.
Damien Hirst is
the
not
guy
to make art.
Does not need to make another piece of artwork. He's got to be set for life at this point.
But can you imagine if?
Although, how much of his work does he actually make himself now?
But, right. He's giving jobs to these young, whatever. But can you imagine if a certain type of art? But I'm sure that system would get screwed up too. A certain piece of art was only worth $1,000. A certain car was only worth $6,000. You could only charge $6,000 for a car. You could only charge $1,000 for this, or an apple, 25 cents only. That there was caps on things.
That's
and everyone paid the same amount.
That's not a capitalistic society, though.
It's not.
No.
All right, Wyandotte. Well, I'm not. And listen, I guess maybe I'm not. I'm more of an anarchist, but I do work hard, and I don't know. I just Wyandotte Street Art Fair. What are you laughing at there? This guy. I think that. What do you? You're what?
We're planning the halftime
Oh, is it? We're almost there for the halftime.
Yep.
I just think that I just really
It's so disjointed.
we are very disjointed today.
You mean like one of your French girls, daddy?
Paint you like. Do you know why?
Is that the halfway mark?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why that was said? Would you like to know why? So basically, basically that was the deal back in the day. Artists, and I still knew some artists that's how they would lure women into their studios and have sex with them, was they would paint them.
Right.
And obviously, I mean, you're beautiful. I've got to capture you.
It was their way of seducing.
And seduce, and they get nude, and da-da-da, dee-dee-dee. Do you know Diego Rivera? Diego Rivera. For those of you, so if you've never been to Diego Rivera, that beautiful mural, Diego Rivera also employed multiple people. Frida Kahlo, his wife at the time, actually was in the Detroit hospital and actually had a miscarriage in the Detroit hospital in the 50s when they were doing the mural here. So Detroit's a very important spot for those two, speaking of communism, those two folks.
Yeah.
Frida Kahlo caught Diego seducing, quote unquote, seducing Frida's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so pay me like one of your French girls is, that's something not to be taken so lightly, my friend. Listen, if you're gonna ask someone to paint you like one of your French girls, that's a bit of serious bit. That's like buy me dinner first, okay? Okay, Tony, where we at? Let's look down.
I found an article.
Okay, let's go.
Where Jackson Pollock NFTs make $100,000 in sales within one day. This is from earlier today.
Okay, Joe, can you release the daggers out of the ceiling, please? Like we talked about, the mass suicide we discussed.
Wiki, he'll get on that.
It's not ready?
No.
Okay.
Next week for sure.
Do we have an image?
Jackson Pollock.
Do you have an image of those?
There
Can I see?
are images.
So for those of you who don't know Jackson Pollock, and that's what people will use a lot. Now, people who don't know anything about art will usually say, "Oh, like, hey, he's a regular Picasso, a regular Monet, or a regular Jackson Pollock." So Jackson Pollock was the first artist to really do drip painting. So, and now that your kids do it, drip painting and things like that. It's because of Pollock. Pollock was the first one to do it.
Well, he was the first one to do it professionally.
Professionally, you think there was kids before?
I'm sure kids were dripping paint on stuff
I don't
long
know,
before
man.
Jackson.
I think there was really like when you think of art, and like you think of kids and doing art, there's a real sort of seemingly a protocol of doing things. There really wasn't, maybe back, but I think things are always done proper, but proper. Like I think it was until like the beatniks in the 60s, 50s, when
going against the grain.
Going against the grain was a little bit more like radical, a little more like cool to do that. Other than that, like look at the paint by numbers.
Yeah.
Which is the founder was out of Grosjean. So
really, the founder of Paint by Numbers was out of Grosjean?
Yeah, he was a local guy, man. Yeah, so.
Learn something new every day.
Which
Look at that.
Paint by Numbers actually then went off to be a multitude of things. So, man,
I remember doing Paint by Numbers as a kid.
So, did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive. So, like, yeah, those paints were not the best, but Okay, so can you tell us more about this Jackson Pollock NFT? $100,000 in a what?
In one day.
One day.
I want to see if I could send this image to Joel. Maybe he could get it up.
He can't.
He can't?
Because he's got the computers in the one room, and then here Maybe I could put it on my phone, or you could put it on your computer and then just show the camera.
Show the camera.
I mean, why not? We could,
I don't think it'll work.
hey, why not?
Well, I'm
we
going to
got
send it
to
to
lose.
Joel anyway.
All right, Joel. Well, if you're,
Sent.
he's good. He can
Yeah, Pollock NFTs.
Yeah, you can do it in post. Okay. Oh, he can do it in post. Great. All right. That is
Today, the Jackson Pollock Studio and Iconic, a digital art platform that partners with cultural institutions, launched Beyond the Edge, the Jackson Pollock Studio Collection. The collection features NFTs of 4 cropped sections from Pollock's studio floor, each in addition of 125. Pollock famously laid his canvases on the floor, so it ended up catching what the canvases didn't, becoming unintentional works of art. So they made NFTs out of the floor of a studio.
So the non-fungible token.
Right. Which, if you've listened to our podcast in the past,
Right.
we have talked extensively about the nonsense that is NFTs and how we still don't get it.
So basically, this is a non. You own the JPEG you own the rights. You don't own the JPEG. You own the rights to the JPEG of the floor of Jackson Pollock's floor.
Right.
So the Wyandotte Street Art Fair. No, it's just it is.
Maybe that's what we should open a booth next year and just sell NFTs out of it.
Just an NFT booth.
An NFT booth.
Hey, call in if you want an NFT booth. Call in. Hit up Joel Atkins, J Atkins at wine.gov. What is it? Wine.gov.mish or mish.gov or whatever it is. Just you'll find him. Just go on the website. Wyandotte Connects. You'll find Joel. You send him an email. Tell him that you want to see an NFT booth at the Wyandotte Street Fair. I don't know. It's just being in the art world is, as I will say again, horribly fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is why
if you want a way to launder money, come
sure,
to the art world.
yeah. Hey, listen, if you're having issues, if you need to hide money from your wife and you've got a divorce coming up, hit me up at Rivers Edge Gallery. I've got a painting for you to buy. No, that's probably illegal. I probably can't say that. No, I'm just joking. But no, it is wild. It is wild. This is why I wish I cared about sports a little bit more because I could talk. Hey, there's just people would be more engaged too. They'd be like, "Hey, did you see the quarterfinal finish?"
See, but I think people who come in who are serious about buying these big works of art, more expensive pieces, are probably not people who are super into sports.
They don't want to know about Joe Montana. Joe Montana's like stats
right.
or Pudge, whoever the big person is I'm supposed to know about.
They don't care about Miggy's last game coming up, or yeah.
When is Miggy's last game coming
Last
up?
game of the season will be Miggy's last game. He's retiring after this year.
Of this season?
Yep.
Can you go in as a backup person at all or once you retire?
Me? Yeah, I'm going to go in. Me or
yeah, you. Can you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the backup first baseman when Miggy retires. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. We're in good hands. The Mets are doing
terrible. The Mets are doing terrible.
The Tigers are doing
mediocre.
Mediocre?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, usually Tony on our show we'd be just to cut this off and call it a day.
But we still have 20 minutes to fill. So.
Do we have 20 minutes to fill? For real?
Yeah. Why don't you like
What do you mean? Listen. Okay, first of all, that came up today. I was at dinner right before I came here, and someone said to me, they go, "Oh, you're hockey. Yeah, you're a hockey guy." And I was like, "No. I skated. I was a figure skater. I was and it always just confuses people when they meet me.
Well, they figure you're Canadian, so you're into hockey.
Well, yeah, but also I was but even just me saying I was a figure skater
Yeah.
confuses people so much. And then they assume I know all the figure skating people. Now, there's a few people that I sort of knew or know or whatever that were involved, but what a horrible, horrible world.
The figure skating world?
It is wild. It is weird. It's a very expensive sport with a lot of parents throwing a lot of money for their their kids to. I don't even the thing
Well,
is
it's no different than hockey.
But
here.
hockey, at least there's a regimen of like, okay, we're training, a lot of this. Like, we're talking like kids showing up twice a week for a lesson and maybe doing like an extra thing, like not practicing on their own, not training, not doing anything extra. It's very, very wild.
What's hockey was twice a week practices.
And that's it. There'd be no extra.
Not really, no.
That makes
ice time is expensive, man.
Yeah, but there's also you do public skating. You can't
bring public skating is just skating. You can't bring hockey gear and work on drills at a public skate.
Well, this is why all the big players are from the north. They skate on the ponds.
Yeah,
and from that is wild. It is wild to me. It's wild to me that. And I'm starting to see like how like the kids now are don't really care, like they seemingly don't care about really anything, like they just want to everything to be simple.
Well, the kids, they don't want to really work at anything
because like I'm not going to be a
superstar. Used to being like this, being in their phone and having their whole world in the palm of their hand. They don't do things. Kids don't.
What is it about, like, okay, so where do you see sports going? Do you think it's going to be only going to be rich kids or kids that really care? So like
no,
baseball.
Sports for children is more than just teaching them the sport.
Right.
It's teaching them teamwork, how to work with other people, how to get along with other people,
sure,
how to take direction, how to face adversity, how to lose. Well, these are important life lessons.
I understand, but with me, people are, I never
another quarter in the jar.
What did that sound like, huh? What did that sound like, Joe? How was that? How was that one? No, but what did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
He's gonna kill you in your sleep.
Oh, in my sleep. Okay, he's gonna kill me in my sleep.
I should already be sleeping.
So I just, I mean, I had the opportunity to, not knowing, thinking I was going to be, going to go to the Olympics. I mean, when I was figure skating, go to the Olympics or whatever, worked really hard, trained, pretty much skated every day. I think I had one day off, multiple times a day, multiple hours a day, did ballet, did all this stuff, got made fun of. But then when push came to shove, I mean, then I got a job. Well, was I the best figure skater? No. But I worked really hard. I was mediocre, and I joined Disney on Ice, and I got to see the world, or part of the world at least, and get an experience. And I just wish that people knew that opportunity existed instead of just this. And I don't know how that it works. It works in baseball. It works in football. Like these kids, they can get scholarships. They can go to another school, go to another country. I mean, I know guys that have, gone to like Italy and played football. Like they weren't the best here, but they worked really hard. They trained hard, and they went to Italy and they played. They got to see Italy and learn Italian and learned how to make pasta. And it's like it's not just about this idea of this instant gratification, I need it now. I need that.
Well, there's another problem with that I saw a lot when my kid was playing hockey was you have parents who think their child is destined for the NHL, and the parent is pushing them, and that that helps drive the kid away.
Well,
too.
that burns. But unless whoever's doing it, or whoever's being the sports person or the artist or whatever, is really into it themselves, and you're not stoking the coals or whatever the term is, and helping them to be better. I don't know. Did I know that I was going to be passionate about figure skating? And I was until I was 16, but after that I was over. Did I know I was going to love art? I mean, I was, like this creative aspect and idea of it, being dragged out of school, going to the theater, going to the museum. When there was a show coming on, my mom would take me out of school for it. And that's how I knew that art was a thing. I mean, even when I was painting, when I moved out of my house when I was 18 years old, and I'm like in my house, I'm painting. I'm like finding cheap paints and I'm painting on garbage and I'm putting it in my house. I don't know why I didn't know who Jean-Michel Basquiat was or Picasso, or I just knew of art and of stuff, and I knew I had to do it, and I did it. And then until one day someone's like, you should try and find a gallery. I didn't know galleries existed. Then, but then I joined Disney on Ice and I started still painting on trash and doing all this garbagey stuff or whatever. And then now, look at me now. I've done shows in Germany. I sell artwork. You may not like it. Somebody does.
Yeah, people are buying it.
I own a car. It's not a great car. I own a car. I eat. I can buy things. It's like, so it's just the idea of this. I just think that there's opportunities with working hard, being involved in something and working hard instead of just doing it to do it. Which brings me back to the art fair. Oh, why we're here? Oh, well, it's something to do. Well, let's elevate ourselves and let's go for something that's cool. And like, if we provide something to the best of our abilities, maybe people in kind will be like, oh, wow. And of course, you're gonna get people that are gonna be like, oh, well, whatever. Well, those people are dumb, and Wyandotte Connects, I'm sure, will be glad to go to their house and follow up with, a sword fight, or I don't know. What does Wyandotte Connects do here? I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you guys sword fighting, pillow fights? Whatever. But,
slap fights. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, so I think, but these things will take time. But I think that as long as everyone's doing the best they can and providing opportunities for people to be the best instead of just this constant mediocrity of like, it's fine, it's good enough, then I think things will start to change. So.
I think too, people need to change the mentality. They go, people say, oh, there was no good art. Well, maybe there was no good art to you.
Right.
There's stuff that other people like.
Right. Where is the guy that paints on rice? What happened to that guy?
The guy that painted on rice?
There was a guy, and he would sit there, and he would paint on this little thing of rice. He would put your name on it. It would be a thing of rice.
Really?
Yeah, come on, or it's that's rice.
I did see, I did get to walk around a little bit. Not much. I was walking around early in the morning before a lot of the tents were open. And I did see some art. And, I saw stuff that I liked.
Sure.
I saw some stuff I didn't like. But just because I didn't like it doesn't mean other people aren't going to like it.
This coming from a guy who's selling comic book art. You
right.
know? That
yeah, I'm selling illustrations. And I'm not, my stuff is not for everybody.
Right.
But there are people who like it.
Right. And the other opinions of apparently, and that's what I love about art fair too, is that all of a sudden, people who never cared about art before become art critics.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, first of all, where were you? I've never seen you. You've, do you even have your kids' art in the fridge? I don't know. But how much time do we have left? Listen, we need I
heard that.
we gotta stretch it. We got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Man, you know what was really great though?
What was really great, Joe?
Seriously, I really think the live music was really good. And
Now there was I noticed there was a stage back on this. What's the street behind the gallery?
That was acoustic apparently, and there was a few. I heard a couple of complaints about the lack of good music, but I didn't really hear much. But what I did hear, I mean, you're gonna hear people do Tom Petty and Bob Seger acoustic style, and it's like
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. But again, it's like, okay, can we provide an opportunity? Can we just do the best we can and just strive for better and just see what happens, man? That's the problem. Everyone wants everything now. It wasn't good, so let's not do it.
The thing is everybody wants what they've already had. They
Right.
don't want anything different. They don't want anything new. And just because it had been done a certain way in the past doesn't mean it's going to be done like that forever.
How come?
Things are changing.
Where have all this? By the way, Wyandotte, known as the city of festivals.
Is it?
That was Joel. Am I right on that one?
It used to be the city of festivals.
That was the name of it? Yeah, City of Festivals.
So we need to have more festivals to live up to that name.
What's going on? Wyandotte.
We need one every weekend. We got to shut down the city, shut down the streets, have a festival every weekend.
Wyandotte. Do you like to party? Do you like festivals? Wyandotte. Bring back the festivals. But what does that mean? It's not the Wyandotte. You can't say you and this is what I get mad at people for by saying, "Hey, you guys." Who's the you guys? I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. I've got a couple projects going on. The gallery, we do openings, we do all sorts of stuff. I try to bring in all sorts of things, but I'm just a guy working too much, trying to do stuff. But if you want to do something, get involved. The churches were the main thing, doing the polka things and all that stuff. Even that's kind of gone down in.
Not for nothing, but Yak Arena is available for rent.
You want
to have a. I mean, I've put events on there.
You put events there. I mean, let's. You know what? Go hard or go home. And by going home, I don't mean like just going into your house and watching your Netflix by yourself or with your family. Like, why not? Like, maybe it's time. And, I know the pandemic or whatever that was just all kind of made things a bit slower and chiller.
But that's over.
It's over. It's time to
It's time to live again.
It's time to live again. How much time did you say we have?
About 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes?
Yep.
What do you think about living?
What do I think about living? It's great. It's awesome.
Oh, these guys over here. We got 2 camera guys. We got a full crew.
Yeah.
I think are more people like how many? What do we got back there? We got Joel.
Yeah, 2 back there.
2 back there.
We got 2 out here.
2 out here. See, look at that, just waving over there, being all wavy and wavy, huh?
Wait.
Look at these guys.
This is the sound of 2 guys trying to kill time.
Stretch it.
To fill up the show.
Well, listen. First of all, yes, that's true.
That's very true.
But second of all, it is. We're just grateful. We're just grateful to be able to have a show. You could hear us. On
Wherever you
audio,
wherever you get your favorite podcast, you can
only
download the Good Guy Show.
and they're only a half hour usually.
Yeah.
But you can find.
How's Gapo doing?
Gapo hasn't done much lately.
Did you find those pins?
I haven't found the pins. No.
Do we have a potential buyer for Gapo pins?
I have. Joel wants one of the Gapo pins I had made.
Joel, you get them glasses. We get those pins, bro. Just so you know. You show up with those new glasses, dude. We got pins galore, baby. No, but stay tuned. We're gonna have some Good Guys stickers for you.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to do that.
And
Wasn't I?
listen, it's this. Yeah, sure. Was this show disjointed? Was this show unrehearsed? Was this show
unprepared?
100%. But you know what? We showed up. We did our best. We talked about stuff that we really don't know much about.
Right.
We gave our opinions about the art fair. And what's that?
I said you guys didn't address the mural, but yeah, I mean you did a little.
Well, we did a little bit. Like go see the mural on First and Oak. First and Oak, go see the mural yourself. I love to, just check it out yourself. Take photos and tag the Good Guys. Just tag Gooder.
Hands in a lot of soups.
Hands in a lot of soups. There you go. Hands in a lot of
Hashtag
soups.
hands in a lot of soups.
Hashtag hands in a lot of, yeah, all that stuff. Listen, I'm just very a little exhausted, but I'm happy to be here. We got 2 minutes left. Find us on the social medias. You can find us on what's our YouTube? Good Guys.
YouTube is Good Guy Show.
Good Guys Show. You can find us on Instagram. Good Guys. Good Guys.
Good Guys on Instagram.
Good Guys on Instagram. If you know our Twitter password, we'd love to get it back from you. You can find us on Facebook at Good Guys. Good Guys.
Good Guy Show.
Good Guys Show. But email us at goodguysradio@gmail.com. We are your up and down around town at LSD. Happy to be here. Shout out to the OG herself, Carolyn Sotheby. I know. I've been on her show multiple times. A great lady, cool chick. Love to have her on the show here. But just talk about our stuff. We got 1 minute left. Tony, is there anything you want to add?
Not really.
Listen, Stephanie, I hope your golf game's going really well tonight. And, I guess, with that said, that's been Mr. Tony Mello right over there. I've been Jeremy Hansen. We want to thank all the crew. We want to thank Joel back in there. You guys have been great. Wyandotte, you're doing great. Wyandotte, we're going to do better. And let's all do your best. And, if you're not being good, you're being
Be gooder.
gooder.
Peace.